Hi. Rich Lowtax Kyanka. Rich has been using the internet to accomplish various tasks and goals for nearly 8 years now. During this process, he has learned many exciting and educational aspects of the internet and online communities in general. The experience has granted him many deep and profound thoughts, which he will share with us today. In his groundbreaking speech you're about to hear, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and why he hates you for using the internet. The culmination of over 15 years of research and study combined with his extensive religious background. So now without further ado, I present to you Richard Lowtax Kyanka.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here to talk about the internet to all of you people today. This is very exciting. I have very profound thoughts to talk to you about, to tell you why the Lord hates all of you. Because the internet is evil. And we will find that out today with this incredible presentation that's going to be, there we go. I'm not very good with the PowerPoint, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is go to the next one. Here we go. Oh no. Okay. Now, most people, when most people think of the internet, okay, what do you think of the internet? Oh no, I can't go here. You can come on stage. Come here and talk to my bosoms. Wait, what's your name?
William.
William, Joe, talk to me here and say, what do you think about the internet?
When I think of the internet, I think of porn.
See? Do not clap for him. Do not clap for him, you cry for him right now. The internet, basically, you have the Satan from the ground coming up and putting you into the internet. And all of you people who go to the internet, you are friends with Satan now, okay? And so I am here to tell you how to get things right, so you do not do this no more. So you get close with the Jesus and help you to be more stronger, and don't use it. Okay, next slide. Okay, so what my proposition here is, in addition to not using the internet, is to maybe make it explode somehow using something, and to keep Satan away from all of you, because you need to follow the right path. Okay? The right path includes many things that I'm going to say, and that can be purchased from me in various packages. I think I spit on you, but that's okay. Okay, I am a famous man, alright? You need to know that. Some people, when you say my name, you say Rich Lowtax Kyanka, they say, who is that? I am the famous man, so you tell them that. Okay, next one. This was written in Arabic. All of it was written that way. Because I have tried, oh, I can't walk here and get that. I have tried many different fonts, but this one is the best because there is no, the bubbles that sometimes come at the top, and you know how they go out like this. I do not like that, so I tried writing it in the comic font, but it was too funny for me to read. Oh, and just to let you know, if you go here, thank you, but you are going to hell still. And so don't think about even trying to record this. If you are recording, oh, well, you can record this, but I get the only copy. If anybody else is recording this with devices of some sort, even if you think of this speech tomorrow, you will be arrested. So don't do that. Okay, next one. Okay. My entire, the argument here is that the internet was not created by God. So you should not be using it. You can only use things that the Lord created, or else Satan will come up from the ground and pour you down, like the movie where Satan came up from the ground and poured the guy down. Now, see, this is from the 80s. We have Alf here, but he has a package. This is only happens on the internet. I did not see this before the internet, so this validates me. But they have examples of the bad things that come from the internet. And I have many examples that you can see with your own eyes in this speech. And I have many other ones that you do not want to see, but you probably will anyway. And once you see, look at him go! How do you like that, Alf? Next one. In the beginning, Genesis 1.1. Okay, it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. See, it says that right there where I read it. Nowhere does it say internet. Okay? This is all the proof that you need. Okay? You go back to your Bible. If you want to, if you do not believe me, you read 12. Oh no, I'm coming from everywhere now. If you read 12 Bibles, it will say the same thing on each one of them, but just 12 times. That is Carol Channing. Do not trust her. Here's my proof. God created the air, traffic, allergies, and boat shows. These are the core principles. And from that, we have the tree that goes down. I will move out of the way.
Oops, those are orcs.
Okay, the next one. Now we will talk about the origins of the internet, where it comes from. In 1965, your evil government, it created the internet. They have a computer here and a computer here. They took some kind of cable and made them talk about, I don't know what, but it made them talk. I like this picture because the cat is taking the pencils. Also, I did not notice before, but this one is blue and this one is red. That's great. In 1972, they created the first email program so you could get email. And back then, maybe you got one email from somebody saying, hey, how are you doing? You were right back home, doing okay. But that was it. That's all they had back then. But now, if you look at it, we get so much email. Why do we get all this email? And all of the email is terrible email. And it's because of this man. I do not know who wrote it. I don't think he's in this crowd. Is anybody here writing email? No, he's not here. Okay. And in 1975, they made the first news group. And they talked about the Star Trek. They had debates about, okay, well, the captain ship goes 45 hectometers per the barium with the light shield. And they just talk about, those things. And they still talk about them probably, the Star Trek. To continue, these colors, they just keep going. You could stare at them forever. In 1976, Queen Elizabeth, she was the Queen of the United Kingdom. She sent out email to everybody. Okay, it was one of those 100-question quizzes saying, okay, what kind of shoe do you wear? How tall are you? If somebody were to hug you, would you punch them and stuff like that? And if you spend 2 hours filling out, it tells you which character you were from the show, what's happening. And I kind of thought about this because I would always be Rerun, the guy with the hat. But I was not Rerun, I was Raj. I kept telling her that. In 1980, okay, ARPANET, which was made by the Defense Department to protect us from the satellites above, from hitting our heads. It was created, but the whole thing went down because of computer virus. And that was just one. Think how many we have today, probably 2. Maybe 3 viruses. I don't know. In 1988, this was another dark day for the Lord Jesus Christ and all of us. IRC was invented, okay? Do any of you use that? Okay, well, you're going to extra hell then. It is a bad program where you type in text and then people call you names and then that continues until you leave. And this is not good. Your brains are being, you squished them. And that is what your brain is being now. You're getting a squished brain. And to summary up the timeline, you know, from 1994, everything, you know, it gets worse. And it still is right now. Okay.
Oh,
so
yes.
now, what is the internet? People ask me that. I walk over here and people, hey, you come up here. You come up. It's your turn to talk. Thank you. Okay, you stand right here, you look there, and when I get closer, you ask me what the internet is. What's the internet? Thank you, go sit down. The internet is, you know, sometimes we make jokes with the politicians and stuff. They say, that man said that the internet is tubes, you know, going everywhere. We know it's not tubes. That is, I'm sleeping everywhere. It's not tubes, it's like Satan's highway. Your data, you move the data over, and if you get the high-speed internet, that's like turbo Satan. You know, that's just, I just spit on myself. I'm foaming. The internet is many things. I've listed some of them here. Push this. First of all, Linux. Linux. You go there, everybody talk about Linux. You know, oh, I've got problem with computer. Every time I turn it on, I can't walk for 3 days. Oh, well, what about Linux? Oh, yes. Time for the Linux. It's always time for Linux. It's also blogosphere with the 2.0 with your podcasts and your wrist feeds and everything. To be honest with this subject, I do not know what it is, but I read Wired magazine, and they tell me that this is what everybody loves. Okay, I don't know though. And then there's more Linux. It's like if you're sitting in a room just with Linux all around you, like a Linux swimming pool. There's, you know, these kind of things too, with the viral advertising, target, things like that. That's just short, it's very long for pop-ups of penises. But, you know, you have to make it sound nice, because if you just said that, you know, oh, I've got the proposition for you, pops up of penises. You know, who says yes to that? Okay, next one. Also, we got the movie. It was a very funny movie. So you have people talk about the potato tots. You know, the funny quotes. Hey, do you have potato tots? And then they go to Hot Topic to buy the shirt, so they don't have to say it out loud. Oh. You have the potato tots. Yes. Old for potato tots. And also, you know, with the news that came out, the woman who stabbed the man with the animated GIF or whatever, you know, the internet now is a place where people get together and they type messages that say, okay, well, on this day, I'm going to murder you. And the other person says, no, I do not want to be murdered. And so nothing really happens and somebody goes to jail, but still, we have a place for that now. And lastly, the internet is also this. This is a diagram. It's not seen before. Okay. He is wearing pants. There's a joke strap. Okay, so what in this next part I talk about why the internet is bad. I mean, I've been doing that now, but you know, now I kind of go into depth about why it is bad and turn people into that. Okay, the internet is many evil for many ways. Okay, look at this man. He's in an endless pool, and that is an analogy for the internet. You get on the internet and you swim, but you can't get out of the internet. You're like, help me, cyberspace, but nobody can help. And you're stuck in the internet endless pool forever. Once you use it once, you're trapped. It promotes the free exchange. No, do not laugh. This is what should not happen. If people start talking to each other, then they say what they are thinking. And when you hear what somebody is thinking, it's usually stupid. So okay, I don't know where I put that, but he's wearing a hat. Another reason, would you sing all for him or for her?
I'm not sure.
Additionally, I put these up there. Yep, there's 6 of them. MySpace. The MySpace, okay, from what I've researched, you know, the MySpace, you put your picture up there, and then a 45-year-old man, they call you, say, hey, come over, let's get jiggy with it. And then they come over to you, and before you know it, they're knocking on your door, and they are mad because you do not look like the 13-year-old on your profile. In theory, that's what happened. Then we have Wikipedia. I have looked up things on there before, and it's people. There's like expert on everything on there. You're like, okay, well, what about this toaster they have? Somebody wrote 500 paragraphs about the toaster. And then you have like the guy who says, well, I'm going to be the tough guy and clean up all these nasty comments about the toaster that other people tell me. And then he just sits there, waiting. You posted bad information. And he deletes it. That's all they do all day. And then they, with PayPal, you know, it's basically, I saw, not CNN, ABC, they had the exposure show on this. The pedophiles use PayPal to pay each other for, you know, touching the children. And that's not good, because, you know, they get together, they say, hey, what about the children? They say, oh, no, don't touch the children, but they do that and they give each other money, and that's bad. Also, there was a pedophile before, and on CNN, they put it on the front page. Who wants to read front page about pedophiles except pedophiles? I don't want to read that. And I never went there before, but I have my suspicion. What I'm trying to say here is that there's nothing good on the internet because it was not created by the God, okay? It was created by Satan. So when you do that, you're promoting Satan. I've been saying that this is a cool guy to tell the same thing. Okay. Another thing about the internet is, you know, with the free speech and everything, you know, you have the precious little children. They run. They go to the internet, they log on to the webosphere, and they start typing, and you know what they're doing? Horrible things on there. So if you do that, you're supporting children doing horrible things, and you're just as bad. Ooh, look at that. But another thing about God is that, okay, do you see this clicker, okay? This is 3 dimensions, which is how it should be, okay? But when you put it on internet, it turns to 2 dimensions. Not 3, 2. Things were meant to be in 3 dimensions. If you do not believe me, you take a book and you put a little bug in a book and then you smash it and the bug dies. That shows you 3 dimensions. The internet also, like I was saying before, it's very addictive. And once you start using it, then you move on to more, it's a gateway, okay? So you're using the internet, and next day you are trying to, you know, skateboard maybe, or maybe do something even worse that I can't think of, but it would be bad. Also, I would like to bring up the point here that do not go to the Lee Summit Burger King because they do bad things to their hamburgers. And the point here also is that with the rise of use of the internet comes the rise of use of crime. Look at this. Violent crime on the rise. When the internet was not around in the 1800s, violent crime was less. Now it's more. Non-violent crime as well, on the rise. My dog, he has very bad allergies, but he did not in the 1800s. I was listening to the radio, and they said, my boo. So if all these my boos on the radio, you know, internet, thank you very much. I did not want to hear this. Commercials where they talk about bad things, okay? On the rise too. So as you can see, as you can see, if the internet goes up this way, so do bad things go this way, the internet. And I think this is good proof. Okay, now it's time for the intermission. Okay, if we're coming up here, it's going to be on the next slide. So if you have intermission music that you can play, it's going to be very nice. If you have camera, you take pictures of this because you will get good luck for a very long time. Here's the intermission music.
What is that?
Welcome to Bill Cosby and Fractals.
You missed it. Hold this up.
Intermission music will go. Okay, good. This child has large eyes. That was Bill Cosby Fractals. We tried doing Bill Cosby with differential equations, but it did not work. It did not work as well. Okay. Now to talk more about this, everything on the internet is terrible. Everything. Proof number 1. There's more music about the Dungeons and the Dragons now than there was like in the 40s or 50s. If you listen to classic music from the Beach Boys, what Beach Boys song is about elves? Which one? Does anybody know? No? Then we have the problem with the elements. With the anime, okay, all of the animes are about the powering up, okay? I will fight you, but no, I have to power up first, okay? So they you know, do calisthenics or whatever, and then power up, and then they catch fire. You know what that is? That is an analogy for drugs. Before internet, nobody's seen these before. You do not have your animes. You do not have that before. You do not have Gundam chicken wing or nothing. Okay, now there's another thing. When the Lord created us, He did not want us to be animals. Like, pets, not like animals, animals. But there are people out there who think they are pets. But pets do not use the internet because they are not evil. There are 4 classes that the Lord made. You are either a horse, a fish, an insect, or a bear. And everything falls into those categories. So if you think you are a lizard or a chipmunk and you want to have chipmunk sex with something, then you are not, you are a horse. That's what the Lord wanted. Here is a chart of the life. I like the design of this slide because it looked like a very fancy bathroom with this on the side. But this is how it is. Gold is at the top. At the bottom are the cars that it just be parked here, and then somebody they're running, they bump into the car explodes everywhere. Why did that happen? I've never seen a car explode in my life. Why did the car explode? Who knows? Okay, now this one I have seen myself. You've seen the show X-Files before? With the files that are X? It has the Mulder and Scully in it, okay? And in the show, they don't have sex. I think they kiss, didn't they? Something like that. But people, right? Do I have a phone call? Is it my wife? They don't have sex in the show, but people, they sit down at their computers, they write sexy stories about them. Scene in the pipes below the ground, and then Mulder walks in. Hello, Scully. Up the butt. Why, Mulder? I do not think so. And then the bald guy comes in, and they do it. And that should not be. You should not write things like that. It goes against the everything. Here's the next thing. Before internet got very popular, okay, I get no communication from Nigeria at all. I was very happy with that. But now Nigeria emails me every day. I do not know why. They say, okay, this guy died, this guy died, this guy died. Here's money for you. And I don't want your money. I hate Nigeria. But they keep on telling their corpses to email me, and I don't know why. And then I win lottery from them. Big money, but I don't pick it up because I don't like Nigeria very much. I think it's small. Also, I get emails from pharmacies. They say that I have problems with me. Something that I have does not go in the right direction at proper times. And I try to tell them, well, okay, but I want to do that myself. But they won't stop emailing me about these wonderful products that has the ampersand in its name and exclamation points. Oh yeah. I don't know how that got there. Okay. Another one is their joy is overflowing. Look at them. Too much joy. People play games. Who here plays the World of Warcraft? You play that? Yes, hooray for worlds. Yes, in that game you are an elf or you are a man with a sword and you attack things. And once you start doing that, you are addicted. You cannot stop. I must level. You keep leveling. And then, oh, spit again. And then what you do, expansion pack comes out. Level. You keep doing that. And then your friends and family, they all die. Because you're selfish. Here's a quote from the Bible. I'll let you read this yourself so you can reflect upon it. I will lay down. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Thank you. I've been working out. Okay, now we get to the actual proof. This will show you. Okay, the kids who are being raised these years, they are using the internet a lot, okay? And when they do that, they get dumb, and they get dumber. And here are science projects that these children who are using the internet make. Okay, first of all, we have, you cannot see the R here, but it's just diaper rash, and then we have this. What does that have to do with diaper rash? See, when I had science fair, we had to do science. What is this? This is popping corn. You put corn in the microwave. Science! And he's just very pleased by himself. Yes, I made popcorn. Give me hundreds of points. Here we go. This is Tittle. T-I-T-T-L-E. I got the potato. Problem. Where do the power come from? Problem. Why am I so stupid? But I have to be easy on them. These kids were probably only in high school. Skittles! Amount! Question, what color Skittles is most promenade? See, how is this science? They opened up a bag of Skittles and then something exploded all over it. Their hypothesis that red will be the most, yes it was the most, it blew up all over your stupid crap. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, okay, now, let's go through this really fast.
How's your thumb?
Just a few more hours. If you point, I go backwards. Just kidding, I don't want to see it again. Okay, start. Once again, I do not have anything to say about this except I won't say that. Does eating white sugar, no wait, does putting white sugar in your mouth affect your strength? Asks the child with no spine. Do video games affect you? Yes! Okay, but now we get to the end. Solutions. How do we fix these things? You know, everything is so bad right now, but I have a solution. Okay? This guy had hot bone and did not know how to get rid of it. Okay.
Wow.
The first thing that we need to do, okay, all the problems come from the fact that somebody writes something on the internet and then somebody read it. We need to stop that. You cannot write or read anything on the internet. That would fix all the problems. Because if I don't have to read anything, and if nobody can write anything, the internet will be fixed, just like the terrorists. Okay, you know, you can't get on plane now with moisturizer, you know? The problem isn't with moisturizer, there's no terrorists, it's people. Don't let people on planes. Get every plane, fill it with concrete. And just fly them all over the place. No more terrorists. This is from a different presentation. Okay. This would solve the gang members. This would solve two problems at once. First of all, nobody wants to be in the army anymore because it stinks, okay? So what you do is you have pop-ups. You get the pop, you're in the army. You know, you go to a place that you don't want to be, but you're not on the internet, problem solved. This is another thing. Every time you use the internet, if you get permission slip, and you pick up the permission slip, and then it disintegrates. Okay, with the virtual boy, you have played that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like staring into this. I'm enjoying Mario, thank you. And you keep doing that. Who wants to do that? Nobody, that's why you can't play it no more. Well, you can't read that. It's about, you convert everything into VRML. Okay? Because when they had VRML, they said, technology of the future, this is great. Cones, cubes, circles, everywhere. What's your website? Cone.com. It's behind the square. Look over here. Oh, there it is. Thank you, VRML. Don't really do that. Who wants to see that? Too many cones for anybody. Oh, yeah. Once again, thank you, Internet. He is wearing pants. Kind of. But, you know, this is what I've been saying the whole time. Do not use the internet. What is there on there? There is Satan. There is nothing. There is animated GIFs. There is, you know, the Dragon Balls. There's nothing on there that you need to use, and it is bad. Okay, next one. Yeah. If you use it, you know, logical conclusion, you are going to hell. It is Satan's internet. If you use Satan's toothpick, you go to Satan's hell. Whatever Satan has for you, you use it, you go to hell. It's plain and simple. If you want me to tell you how to not go to hell, you can pay me money. I will show up and tell you how to not go to hell. I have many books that I can sell you. okay? I can talk to you. I can talk to your family. I can push Jesus into you a little bit. You'll be sitting there doing something wrong, and I push you down. Jesus is in you. Thank you. Here's 10 bucks. Here's the kids who are shooting the snake. I wonder who will win. Yeah. It's basically the whole thing. I wanted to have questions and answers. Do you have questions? Raise your hand up. Okay, you come here. You speak to my bosoms. Here, you come up here. We only have this microphone because I do not trust you. Jump up on stage into my waiting arms. Yeah, that way is cursed. Come on. The slowpoke is the dead man. Here, for you.
Can we still visit your site?
I do not have sight. Not anymore, no. I am transforming my site into virtual knowledge suppository. No, but it is good. You go there and the knowledge goes up you. Yeah. Raise your hand if you're sure. Does anybody have any more questions? Yes, you.
The internet has made me stupid. What
They-
do I do?
They did nothing. You're doomed. And anybody else? You come up here, you're speaking to me. Yeah, you come up here. Come on. I wait, you jump. You jump. You jump. You jump. Look at that, number one.
All right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Is there any way to fix my problem, my addiction to this internet, without your prayer?
No. Well, it's twofold, okay? Prayer and money. You know, obviously he's not, if it was for free, everybody would come up and give prayer. I would not be able to go out in the back and hit the rocks anytime. You know? Because that's what I do. Yes. I do some practicals. That was enough for half a prayer. We'll talk after. We'll talk. Who's next? This is fun. Who's next? Yes, you lying to me.
Do you know what the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow is?
Monty Python!
Who's next? And if you talk about the Monty Python, I kill you. Right? Hey, stand on the internet, talk about Napoleon Dynamites. Yeah, you come up here. You jump or whatever. Anybody closer while he runs laps? Can you make it? You can do it. No, come on. It's fun. You get the piece of the aggro crag.
Do you have stairs in your house?
The questions are over. But I want to thank you all for listening to me. I do not, the other guy did not listen to his question because he killed it. Also, I have 10 copies of Doom House, which is a very good movie. But that's it. And I'm not giving away anything for free because of that man. Do not high five. There's high zero. Okay, the end.